Welcome to episode 2 of SAP with Sam. Slightly different circumstances. I'm sat down because got poorly knee, but we move. Look, last time we were here, we talked about S/4HANA. This time I want to touch upon the points of the cloud, sort of benefits of on-prem versus the cloud. As I mentioned in the previous episode, 2025 was the deadline to move on to S/4HANA, but now it's been moved to 2027. But look, in parallel to that, SAP have sort of had a long-term goal or sort of strategy where they want customers to move onto the cloud. And I want to just talk a little bit about some of the benefits of that. So you think of like smaller businesses who, I don't know, might have like 100 to 500 employees. The cloud can actually be very beneficial for them, as well as obviously the big companies, right? But just in terms of the smaller companies that use smaller SAP software such as like SAP Business One, for example, the big benefit to that is SAP Business One can be both on-prem and on the cloud. So the benefits to obviously on-prem versus the cloud for Business One is with on-prem, obviously you've got to store all of your sort of computer systems locally, whereas obviously with the cloud, they're all stored by SAP, all the maintenance done by SAP, so nothing's actually in-house. And the big benefit to that is really that, look, if you're a smaller business, like I said, you're not going to have the room, the sort of space to hold so many systems and servers. If you do, then you might have to rent out a bigger space or a room or a basement to store that. Whereas obviously if it's with the cloud, then that's all taken care of by SAP. So you're saving yourself money. It's saving yourself manpower. You actually don't really need an in-house IT team to sort of look after and maintain that. As I said, it's all hosted on the cloud, so that's SAP's job. If you tie it into sort of the last episode in terms of S/4HANA, again, that can be both on-prem and on the cloud. But look, if you're using the cloud, then all of the sort of upgrades which are done quarterly are done by SAP and it's sort of automatically given to you. Whereas obviously if you have an on-prem system, then you need an in-house team to then basically implement those changes, those upgrades, and test them and make sure that they work for your business. This has been episode 2. Look, I hope you've learnt a little bit, and if you've got any comments, then obviously leave a comment below. We do have obviously another episode coming up where I have a special guest, an Italian stallion friend of mine, so let's see what happens there.